So I thought I'd just show this to y'all real quick. I'm going to do a little mid-season pruning on this apple tree. You can see it's in full growth right now. It's looking pretty good. Never did bloom this year. I don't know why. I don't know if I cut off all the fruiting wood last year or what, but didn't get it to bloom, but that's okay. I'm more focused on letting it grow and be healthy. What I wanted to show you guys was earlier I put out a video about making some grafts, and this one actually took. I was surprised. I did my grafts wrong. I pruned and grafted the same day in the winter, and you're supposed to, of course, prune and then keep your scions and then graft them back later right as the tree is starting to break bud. But shockingly enough, the graft actually did take. However, it was pretty weak, and what actually ended up happening was the tree generated 3 new limbs right here in the same vicinity as where I wanted that graft. I grafted for shape, but it turns out I didn't need to because the tree generated its own limbs. So what I'm going to do is I broke the graft off, and I'm actually going to keep this limb because a natural growth limb is way stronger than a graft. It always will be. So I'm going to keep this limb, and I'm going to knock out these two. I'm going to keep this one over here because it's giving me some balance on the backside. So I'm going to knock out these two and then go through the interior of the tree and knock out a little bit of internal growing limbs, and then I'm going to cut all the tops off to try to stop or slow the upward growth and make it push out and branch out even more to try to keep this tree shorter and bushier. So just come down here. Let me switch hands, I'm not left-handed. So we're going to come around here and take both these off. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus there for you. Do a little nip, and it's nice soft wood cuttings, so not real bad. Now if you wanted to, if you were trying to root softwood cuttings, I'm not fooling with that right now. I've tried in the past, I'm not good at it, so I'm just not going to do it today. And on this particular limb, I don't want it to get too long and spindly. I want it to stay shorter and stronger, and I actually want to encourage it to grow more outwards. So I'm going to come down where it has I don't see buds per se, but here we'll try this leaf node here, and I'm going to cut. Why won't that focus? I want to cut right above that leaf node. Okay, sorry, it's not focusing. I'm going to cut right above this leaf here. Yeah, it wants to focus on my beautiful blackberries in the background. Anyway, the point being, cut right above it, and hopefully the tree will generate new growth out of here and push a branch more outwards that direction. I want to keep pushing this tree outwards to make it be a shorter bowl-shaped tree. So then we'll run on through it here and see what we've got. This little internal limb, that's no good. It's growing into the inside of the tree. Knock it out. This limb, here was the other graft I made, and this graft also took, which was impressive. I'm going to leave it just because I like it. Hopefully it'll stick and stay strong. But I'm going to take out this natural limb that's right below it. It's actually got a good growth to it. I don't know, I'm conflicted. Should I take it out or not? I'll keep it for now. I'll just prune it off, make it a little bit shorter. This one here, another internal growing limb. So we're going to take it off down here actually at the very base. And that pretty well opens it up. I want to keep, some interior balance. I want this one to try to, I want to try to develop this one into basically a central leader, and then do a second set. If I can get it to branch, I want to do a second set off of it. So I'll take it off short in the middle, and hopefully that'll encourage it to branch a little bit. Now the rest of these, I'm gonna the rest of these tall ones I'm actually going to let go this year. I'm going to let them go. I said I was going to knock them off, but I'm not right now because I want to save them for scion wood. This little one here is too small. Knock it off. And internal growing. So anyway, y'all can kind of see. I'm probably boring you at this point. This one here, knock it off. Again, I'm not too worried about the fruiting wood. This one here is branching back over. Yeah, knock it off. Like I said, I just want to, here's one internal. I'm trying to shape this tree. I want it to be more of a bowl-shaped tree. So this winter, when I prune it again, I'll cut these taller ones down and use them for scion wood. I've got the apple rootstock up on the deck growing out this year. So I'll prune these taller ones back and use them for scion wood. And in doing so, of course, I'll get my scion wood, but I'll also get the tree pruned. So you know, just every year, just kind of doing slow, gradual shaping, and ultimately I should have a heck of a good shaped tree. I can show you over here just for a quick example. On my peach tree, we've got one good low crotch, which I like. Now I would like to get some balance coming out this direction towards me, but I've got two little forks here, one going out that direction, basically away from me, and one coming. I can try to train this one to come towards me. But what I'd really like would be if the tree would push, if it would push a natural limb down here and take that crap off. I would like it to push a natural limb down low and try to train those out to be stronger limbs. Here's a couple grafts that didn't take. So I'll break off these dead grafts. They're junk anyway. But you can see the good shape that I've got going with this tree. Short, bowl-shaped tree, and I pruned this tree. I think I made when I made the video about the cutting the prunings, taking the prunings, I pruned this tree, and this is all, this whole limb here, for example, this is all new growth from this year. So very, very good to prune your trees. It really helps them regenerate, helps them really flush out. I've got a couple of peaches hanging out in here, hiding. Not real worried about fruit set on this tree this year. Again, that's not my focus. My focus is on getting a good shape, getting a good, strong, healthy tree. So same thing, I'm going to leave all these for right now. I'm not going to prune them off. And I'll prune them back this winter and use them for scion wood to do some grafting next spring. So it's important to keep that in mind. You're pruning your trees and you're growing your trees. If you're looking at doing grafts or you're looking at doing rooted cuttings, you have to consider basically a year ahead whenever you do your cuttings or whenever you prune something. Plan a year ahead on what you would like to be able to use that wood for. When I pruned this tree last fall, had a lot of scraggly, kind of twisty limbs that weren't good for grafting. For scion wood, you want a good straight scion. So now you can look at this new growth I've got, and from here, in here where it grows out, all the way out, it's a nice, sturdy, straight limb, and that's exactly what you want. So anyway, with that, I'll cut it off. Probably boring you guys, but just doing a little pruning and thought I'd share what I was working on.